Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello all participants. My name is Zulfikri Malik and my partner Vidya Ayu Pramesti. We are from Islamic State University of Sunan Ampel, Surabaya, Indonesia. I and my partner here are going to present about our research entitled Quick Response Codes Use and Students' Motivation in English Online Learning, a correlational study. Well, as we have known, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, all sectors of life have absolutely had an impact, including the educational field. Conducted initially using a conventional system, the learning process must be turned into online learning. Although online learning has some benefits, some English teachers and students admit that it is not as effective as traditional learning. With the numerous challenges and problems in the COVID-19 pandemic situation, English teachers should be able to show a fun and innovative learning to face learning problems by integrating interactive learning media with technology so that learning is not tedious and dull. The application of quick response code has played an enormous role in all fields today, including in the context teaching and learning. The use of quick response code media in education is still very limited because, in general, this application is widely used in the marketing world. Therefore, now is the right opportunity for the educators to implement quick response code media in classroom learning. Learning based on quick response code offers some advantages for the learning process, such as by Musa and El Salam, Saleh, Firmansyah, and Haryanto. All the research before showed the research that the use of quick response codes was determined to be advantageous for learning. However, what haven't been widely explored from previous studies is the issue of using quick response code as assisted language media and students' motivation in English online learning. Consequently, the present study sought to fill the void. After recognizing the gap, a research question was formed, namely, is there any correlation between using quick response code as assisted language media and students' motivation in English online learning? And then the purpose of this study is expected to find and demonstrate the correlation between using quick response code as assisted language media and students' motivation in English online learning. Let's move on to the next slide. Well, quantitative research with a descriptive correlational design was employed in this research. The technique in collecting the data of QR code and students' motivation were cumulated by distributing an online questionnaire to 30 students at the 5th semester of English Language Education Department UIN Sunan Ampel Surabaya who were chosen randomly. The selection of students of 5th semester as population was since they were experienced who use QR code as their assisted language media in English online learning. After researchers collected the data about QR code and students' motivation were analyzed through descriptive quantitative method and statistical analysis on SPSS software, including the normality test, linearity test, and Pearson correlation coefficient test. Alright, the next discussions will be delivered by my partner.
Thank you for the time. Next, I will explain about the findings of this article. We have done several analysis process. For the first analysis process is normality test. The normality test was carried out by using SPSS version 25 software. Based on the result of normality test result above, it can be known that the variable using the quick response or QR code as assisted language media has a significant value of 0.119, and for the variable student's motivation has a significant value of 0.528. Hence, it can be assumed that the two variables are normally distributed. And for the next analysis process is linearity test. Based on the analysis result above, it can be known that the value of significant deviation from linearity is 0.301. The value has significant deviation from linearity higher than 0.05, which indicates that the two variables have a linear relationship. And for the last analysis process is the correlation coefficient test. The correlation test was carried out using Pearson product moment analysis. In the results of the correlation coefficient test above, it conveys that the significant value is less than 0.05, that is 0.000. Hence, it can be assumed that there is a relationship between using quick response or QR code as assisted language media and students' motivation in English online learning. The relationship between the result of the Pearson product moment correlation test is 0.807, which means that the relationship between using quick response or QR code as assisted language media and students' motivation in English online learning is at a very strong level. The correlation coefficient in the result above is also positive, that is 0.807, so that the relationship between the two variables is unidirectional. Thus, the higher the value of using quick response or QR code as assisted language media, the higher the level of students' motivation in English online learning. Next, move to the discussion of this article. The results of present study confirms that there is a positive and significant relationship between using QR code as assisted language media and students' motivation in English online learning. According to the result of research, it can be assumed that using QR code as assisted language learning allows to motivate students in participating in learning. It also claimed by most of previous study, QR code can encourage the students' interest in study, provide social learning, and promote positive benefits such as ease of use by Tan and Chi 2021. Another finding shows that the use of QR code-based teaching materials with discovery learning models can increase students' learning motivation by Yusuf 2019. As a result, using QR code can be a plausible alternative to improve motivation of students in learning. From some of explanation above and also the results in this research, it shows that the use of QR code as assisted language media in the learning process affects the motivation of students in participating in the learning process in English online learning. And we are on the last part of this article, the conclusion of this article. According to the result of research finding and discussion, it can be concluded that there is a significant relationship between using QR code as assisted language media and students' motivation in English online learning with a very strong level, and has a positive significant value so that the relationship between the two variables is unidirectional. This study needs to be perfected by further researchers as due to the pandemic situation. The research could not be conducted in a wider scope by using many variables and participants. And that's all from us. Thank you for joining our session. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.